Hello everyone and welcome back to another AFK journey video. In this video we're going to be going over the top teams you can run for the Plague Creeper Dream on boss. There are 6 different teams I have to show for you today. Number 1, we're going to talk about the most free-to-play friendly team without even having Shemira on it. This team credit goes to the Yapala for coming up with it. This is going to be the team comp. We're going to go ahead and do we'll do a full playthrough of this one. I think we're on common 2 difficulty right now. And then we're going to begin skip battling in the hard difficulty because there are a lot of teams to go through. But this is basically, in Plague Creeper, there are 4 or 5 good damage dealer options. Shemira, of course, is the best if you have her built. But after that, Odie, Bonnie, Lily May, Faramore, all 4 of these are really decent damage dealer options for Plague Creeper as well. So you can definitely try to make them work. Along with that, you definitely want to run Smokey for attack buff and healing, and Coco for damage reduction. That's basically the essentials for putting together a team comp today for the Plague Creeper. Other than in the pay-to-win teams where I think even Smokey is being replaced, for example. However, for a lot of teams, Smokey is still being run. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do a skip run of this on hard difficulty. Let's take a look at what we can get from this. We can get up to 2,658 million damage, which is a good score, actually putting us into the top 18 position of our competitive server. A lot of damage coming from Lily May, Odie, and Bonnie. They're a good trio, basically, working together for this team. Okay, moving on to the next team. We have another fairly free-to-play friendly team, not using any twins, but it is using, of course, Shemira. So if you have Shemira built, but you don't have the twins, a team like this is probably going to be the best for you. Sonya buffing up Shemira. You have the factional synergy with the 3 Maulers. You have, like, basically attack buff from Mikola, attack buff from Smokey. Sonya buffing up the Shemira with the Elder Bow spell. And so it's all about ramping up Shemira's damage by as much as possible. We're going to go ahead and skip this, and let's take a look at what score we can get from this. We're going to get look at that. So 3,371 million, only moving us into the top 13, but quite a bit higher damage compared to the previous team, showing you how good Shemira is, even in a free-to-play comp. Her damage is basically through the roof. She's a really good option. Now, in this specific team lineup, you can also think about replacing Mikola for Bonnie. Even though you get no fractional synergy with this, some people have been getting slightly higher scores with a version like this rather than Mikola. But Mikola is definitely safe, and also you get the fractional synergy. I think for a lot of people, this is going to be a good option. Okay, next up we have a team from Prometheus and Rhaenys. And this is a good team because it's fairly free-to-play friendly because it's only using 1 Celestial Hypogean hero, which are the twins. It's not using Reinier. And along with that, Smoking Coco, like we've mentioned, Shemira and Bonnie, 2 great damagers for Plague Creeper. Blue Twin on the right and Pink Twin on the left with the Elder Bow spell. All the teams today are going to be using the Elder Bow spell because you're going to be using ranged damage dealers. So let's go ahead and do a skip run of this and see what type of score we can get from this team. That is going to be 4,095 million, only giving us 1 ranking position though for our competitive server. That's a really good score, 4,095 million. There could be some RNG as well. Generally in Plague Creeper there always is some level of RNG, so make sure you do multiple runs with whichever team you end up choosing. So that is basically going to be one of the best No-Reinier twin comps. But another team which is doing really well from King of Games, this is actually slightly outperforming the team that we just showed you with Bonnie and Shemira, and is using Faramore and Shemira. So if you have Faramore built, and if you have Shemira built, and you have the twins, but you don't have Reinier at Mythic Plus, this is the best No-Reinier team currently after all the testing which has been done. Smokey up front, Blue Tree on the right, Pink Tree on the left, Coco in the upper left corner, Shemira and Faramore on the Stellar Bond with the Elder Bow artifact. Let's go ahead and skip this run and see what type of score we can get from this team. That is going to be 4,114 million, basically almost 100 million damage boost compared to the previous team that we just ran. And yeah. As always, try to boost up your levels. The level cap today is 441, which should be hittable easily even by free-to-play players. And by the pay-to-win players, try to get at least a 451. And the super tryhards, they can even get probably the Shemira up to 461 today. But I only have my Shemira at 459. because I haven't been pushing like crazy. Okay, so that is going to be another great team. Now we have the best Reinier teams. So they're two good Reinier teams. One is from Hoshi and one for Shadowcat. So Shadowcat is the top of today. However, Hoshi's team is more consistent. The RNG is not so bad. So now we're going to go ahead and actually watch out the runs of these teams, because these are the top teams of today. Pink turn on the right, blue turn on the left, Shemira on the Stellar Bond, Reinier position swap the Shemira, Mikola, and Coco with the Elderbow spell. This team doesn't have terrible RNG. You probably are going to get close to your maximum score even on the first run you do. But of course, if you want to do 5 runs, 10 runs, it will just contribute to, like, for example, your missions for the week, where you have to do 300 battles for lucky keys, for example. So that's why, like, getting these easy battles in by skip runnings and Dream Realm is just a good idea for you. It only takes like a couple of minutes and you're going to max out your score, and also contribute to your other different missions you have to do. So this team is very consistent. The final team from Shadowcat, which is a top team of today, and you have to run it if you want to look for the top scores, but that team has RNG involved in it. So let's take a look at what's happening here. Again, if you can boost your level of Shemira up to that higher level threshold, that is going to make all the difference, because Shemira is contributing almost all of the damage in these teams. She is the major damage contributor in this team, definitely. Like, she's the only damager. Like, everyone else is just supporting her to ramp up her damage as much as possible. Okay, the twins actually go down, showing you that there is even a bit of RNG here. Maybe if you did more runs, the twins would be able to survive right there, because now we lose out on their haste buff. At least Shemira and Mikola survive for the whole fight, and that is going to be a really good score. This is a really good score, by the way, 4,586 million from this Shemira team. I think we got actually pretty decent RNG on our first run. Okay, now looking at the rankings, the players on my server are absolutely insane. So, like, if you see this here, this is basically going to be the top. Okay, even in my district, kind of crazy as well. But 4,800 million, that is basically the top for a maxed out account, and I am sure, there's no doubt this Shemira is at 461, and mine's only at 459. They could even have their whole team at 461, honestly. Okay, so now we're going to look at the overall top team, which is from Shadowcat. This is an RNG team, so you will have to be prepared to do multiple runs of this. Pink twin on the right, blue twin on the left. Reinier position swap the Shemira. Coco in the lower right-hand corner, and Bonnie and Shemira on the Stellar Bond. What we're going to do here is, because it's RNG, I'm going to do maybe like 5 to 10 skip runs, and based on our top score, we'll take a look at that replay, because that will be the RNG you need to hit. Like, look at this first run, we got even lower than some of the No-Reinier teams, and again, second run, even lower than the No-Reinier teams that we ran, showing you just kind of how bad the RNG is of this team. But when you hit the RNG, there you go. Yeah, and not even that big of a score boost. I think we were already close to 4,600, and now this is 4,652 million. Not exactly where we want to be, but I don't know. With our 459 Shemira, it's going to be a little bit tough for us to compete. Honestly, I'd be happy even if we got like a 4,750 million or something. Okay, guys, we hit a pretty good run, 4,710 million. I think I'm going to call it right there. 4,710 million is a very decent score for our, like, level of upgrades in terms of levels. So let's go ahead and take a look at what happened in this run, and like kind of the RNG you need to line up. But I mean, if you just want to go for the previous team we ran, Hoshi's team, and you don't want to risk it on the RNG, I think that's a good strategy. You can get at least one solid or 2-3 runs with Hoshi's team, get a solid score, and then with your remaining runs you can go for the maximum RNG on this comp, because then you can maybe get like up to a 150 million damage boost potentially, maybe even higher than that. But overall, I'm pretty happy that we got the 4,710. So far, it's looking good, like everyone's alive. And I think the RNG is just really about your team surviving for the whole duration of the fight. 40 seconds left. Things are looking good so far. But I'm sure that towards the end here, I think the twins might be dying, because that is also what happened in Hoshi's team that we ran. Okay, so far so good. 25 seconds left. The whole team is alive. Are they going to survive the whole time with this run? Is that like why we got such a good score? And maybe in the other ones they died early? Yeah, my team's surviving the whole fight. So I think this is basically near about my maximum potential. Then it just comes down to like your damage timing, your crits that you manage to land. For example, with Shemira, Overall, yeah, 4,710 million for like our level 459 on Shemira. I think that is pretty good. So overall, guys, hopefully this is helpful. Good luck getting a top score in the Dream Realm boss today. If there's any other team that worked for you, feel free to share in the comment section. But thank you guys for watching. If you're not already subscribed to our YouTube channel, please smash that subscribe button. Also, feel free to join my AFK Journey Discord server. There's a link to that in the description of this video. And finally, if you're thinking about making a purchase in AFK Journey, please use my affiliate link for the official Farlight store. There's a link to that in the description of this video and a pinned comment. This is the best way you can support me at no extra cost to you. So thanks for watching. I'll hopefully see you in the next video, and until then, everyone, peace out for now.